What it do? You tuned into another one of Full Value. You guys already know it's Tuesday, and we're in for another day, in for a couple winners. Before we cap off today, let's do a little quick review of yesterday's plays. Start off with the NBA. So, Magic came true. They beat the Bobcats, Charlotte, Detroit. Told you guys lean Detroit, but told you Philly. Like I should have made an official play, but Philly is not the same. Anytime Philly doesn't have Joel Embiid, I hope you guys learned or whoever watched, they're fade material, especially when they're not at home. We had the over in the Raptors game that hit. Brooklyn finally covered a spread. Could you believe that? And it went under. They shot horrible, but it went under. Didn't hit the over or anything like that. Lakers handled business. Game went over. LeBron turned back the clock, did his thing. Denver, the pick I told you guys was in my pocket. Play of the day that I posted. Easy casher. So if you guys rolled with me on the play of the day, you ate. Boston and Bulls. Boston covered, handled business. With Tatum coming back. It was Zach LaVine. I told you about his props. He covered his 25 points. I wasn't too sure about the cover or anything, but I knew Zach LaVine would have went off. He handled his business. But Boston, they covered too. They're on a good covering spread. Portland lost outright as 5.5 dog favorites. And the game went way over. Way over. But the play I told you guys that I had in my pocket, Cantor to get 11 rebounds. If you rolled with me on that, you are a winner. That guy got 23. That shit was easy. Easy, easy. And the third play I gave out to you guys, it was postponed the Spurs and the Pelicans game that I had. So the three play little parlay thing or the three single bets, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it, it went for two for two basically because the third one it didn't even play. Warriors covered where we leaned. They handled their business. Um, Andrew Wiggins handled his business, showed his team that, he's happier in Golden State. And the one hockey game, everybody was on Vancouver, but Vancouver is no work. Everybody knew Vancouver was going to win. You know, I give value here. I give you guys the over 6.5. That shit was the easiest. All you guys that faded the over 6.5, I hope you guys learned yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Keep fading though. Keep fading. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys put in the same work as me though. Keep fading though. As long as you putting in the likes and the views, yo, do what you need to do. Fade or join. At the end of the day, we still eating over here. Now, NBA basketball. 3 games today. The first game, honestly, is the trickiest game because you have Atlanta versus Clippers. Okay? Atlanta versus Clippers. And we're going to have a lot of injuries here today. So, Kawhi is out. Paul George is out. Patrick Beverly is out. On Hawks side, you have Trae Young, game time decision because his back. Capella, game time decision because his hand. That shit says game time decision. So for sure, the Clippers starters are out. Like the Clippers big three is out. Okay? Is Trae Young gonna play? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I gotta wait. At this line right now, is down there 5.5. That's a lot of damn points. That's a lot of points. Yes, they're favored. Obviously, they're favored for a reason. These guys are 8-8. you're trying to go above 50%, you have to look at the situation. Forget about the team and all that shit for a moment, okay? Because right now the team and shit doesn't matter. When I say it doesn't matter, because you don't know if the stars are gonna play. So the team doesn't matter because the guys who actually take most of the shots are not going to be there. So we're going to see guys that don't play in character. They're going to be out of character. Okay? So, in saying all that, the only way I could look at this game, knowing the situations, is the over. Why am I picking the over? I can't pick a side here. The reason why I'm picking the over to, what is that, 221, is because not only does Clippers give up points with their stars there, and Hawks give up points with their stars there. Look at the way Hawks played the Bucks. Okay? The Hawks played without Trae Young that game. Two people stepped up, scored 30 points. And that's the Bucks. Okay? The question, Rondo was the point guard. Rondo did what he needed to do. Rondo's still going to be there. He's still going to be able to move the ball. So it's not like there's not going to be a point guard. But Clippers also don't play defense. Their best defensive players are not going to be there. Patrick Beverley, Kawhi, Paul George. So I think it's just going to be, it's either one thing they're going to do is try to slow the pace. Do I see Tyronn Lue slowing the pace? Nah, I don't see Tyronn Lue slowing the pace. The only way I would see this game is to look at the over. I'm not picking a side here. Too much stuff is up in the air. The under looks like a trap because so much stuff looking up in the air, but the over-under still at 221. Give me the over in this game. Okay? I like the over. The next game, Houston, Washington. This game is a good game. I like this game. Why do I like this game out of all the games today? These are two garbage teams as well. 6-9 Rockets. 3-9 Washington. Washington only won 3 games. And I don't think they're going to win anymore. Like, for a bit. They still don't have a lot of people. Once Bryant went out, Hachimura is still out. But once Bryant went out, I already knew what I was going to do with these people. Smith is still out. Wagner. Bertans. Like, come on. Christian Wood's game time decision. He might still play. Bradley Beal, we already know what Bradley Beal did. These guys haven't played in like 2 weeks. They played the Spurs. They looked tired. Honestly, when they played the Spurs on Sunday, they looked tired. And these Houston Rockets, first of all, this was John Wall's old team. John Wall said it. He said, yo, he's going to be emotional for this game, but he would be more emotional if he was in Washington. So there's no doubt in my mind that John Wall is hurt that he got traded. There's no doubt in my mind that John Wall thought he was not going to get traded. And there's no doubt in my mind today that John Wall is coming out there to eat food. I like Houston here, and I have this in my pocket. Houston to handle business, okay? They're going to take this Washington team. Washington is shit. Like honestly, Washington is shit. Bradley Beal is the only good thing going for these guys. Bradley Beal, mark my words, he's going to get traded. I don't know where he's going to get traded to, but he's going to get traded. When that trade deadline hits, Bradley Beal is not going to be in Washington anymore. But today is the day where John Wall gets his revenge on Washington. He still looks good. Like, honestly, if you guys been watching little Houston tapes, John Wall doesn't look broken. He looks like he still could play ball. And I like John Wall here and his team to ride with him to the promised land. And I like Houston to cover and handle business very soundly. Next game. Knicks, Jazz. So, Austin Rivers game time decision. The Knicks is on a 2-game losing streak. They lost against the Blazers, where they covered. They lost against the Kings. Okay? They beat Golden State. Little do they don't know. Out of all the teams they played on this road trip, Jazz is the top team out of all the four teams. Okay? Not only is Jazz the top team, Jazz is playing some ridiculous basketball right now. 8-game win streak. Covered all the spreads. Every spread they needed to cover, they covered. The these guys are on this road, on this home game, a home stand right here, just destroying teams. They won every game so far at home by more than 10. What makes it different here? They're top in 3 point, top 5 in 3 point. Knicks is in the bottom of 3 points. Knicks can't guard 3 points. They barely could score. This is honestly, this is a Jazz or nothing spot. But I'm gonna give you guys my play, and I'm gonna give you guys the universal play. So my play, for those who could bet this, and if you can't bet this, I'm gonna give you a play, obviously, that you could bet. And it's the same type of heat, meaning I like both plays, like 5 stars. Both plays are 5 stars, so that's why I'm giving you guys both plays. I'll just give you guys one, but both plays. Check the plays. The Knicks team total under 101. Knicks not to score 100, basically. So I don't think they're going to score 100. That's my play. You know, if you could bet online and shit, you could do that. If you're betting at the store, I'm going to give you a store play because I bet in this too at the store. Jazz to cover the spread. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Jazz right here, this shit might be done by first quarter, to be honest. Jazz to handle the spread, handle business. This is their 4th game on the road. The Knicks, after this game, they're going home. And to be totally honest with you guys, when they go home, right? When the Knicks go home, they're gonna have a reasonable matchup. You know, the Jazz is just something that's way out of their league. They're not gonna be able to mess with the Jazz. They're gonna be able to fight with Cleveland. You know, that's their game when they go home. They're gonna be able to fight with Cleveland, get a little anger out for what they're about to see tonight. But I like the Jazz here to handle business and the Knicks team total under. So I got what? 4 plays. 2 plays in the Jazz game, the cover, the team total for the Knicks, Houston to cover, and the over in the Clippers game. As simple as that. It's very simple. You know, you guys could pick anyone you want. You could put all 4 if you want. You could fade if you want. Just know I'll be back here talking my shit. You understand what I'm saying? If whatever you guys like, if you guys like prop bets or anything, put that in the comment section. I would like to see it. I like to hear that. I'll put some money on it. You know, I'll put some money on it. If it's betting and if it's bumping, I'll tell you guys tomorrow who it is, your usernames, and the winners you put out. Now, let's get to some hockey. There's 1,000,000,001 games in hockey today, but I'm just going to pinpoint a few. Okay? Now, let's start it off with easy pickings. Islanders against Washington. Islanders against Washington. So first of all, no games yet as went over with Islanders. But I can't say the same for Washington. Washington, they score. You know, we all know they score. But I'm not going to go, like, I want to go to the under because I see all the games went to the under, but obviously Washington's able to score. But Washington is going to be faded material till their goons come back, okay? Till Washington's goons come back, I am going to fade them, okay? As long as Ovechkin's out, okay, I'm going to fade him. I know TG Oshie's back. He's still playing. But I like Islanders here to handle business and come out victorious. So I like Islanders. That's the first play. Would be the Islanders. And it's -1, not 1.5. I like -1 Islanders. Even the money line. They're paying money on the money line as well. You know, regular time. If you guys want extra money, it's not always good to get extra money, to be honest. It's like, that extra 20 or that extra $40 or whatever. Sometimes that shit bites your ass in the ass. That should go to OT. Islanders are going to win or Capitals are going to win, but you picked it the regular time, but it goes to OT and they win in OT and you lose your money. I know you're sad. So, money line is good enough for me. I like Islanders on the money line. And another game, I'm going to pinpoint for you guys, little two games. Soon we're going to be breaking down every game in NHL. But for now, I need to watch a little more stuff because there's a lot of teams that I'm still uncertain of. So that's why I'm not breaking down the whole slate. But if you guys have questions or anything, you guys know where to find me at. You follow me, you can hit me into my DM, and I could talk to you about that. But the ones that I'm certain of, I want to give you guys value. I want to give you guys winners. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give you guys what I could do, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So the next game is a under, and that under is going to come all the way from Jets to Edmonton. I like the under 6.5 in the Edmonton-Winnipeg game. Reason why I like that, Hallebuck, he's a good goalie right now. Keskinen, he's playing good too. And I like this to be a fight. You know what I mean? Like, I like it to be a good fight, good hard-fought game, a lot of penalties, but not a lot of success. So my two plays that's in my pocket for hockey is the Islanders to handle business against Washington and the under in the Jets game. So you guys know, quick recap, you guys know where to find me. Hit that like button for me for a second if you guys could do that. If you haven't subscribed already, the whole reason to subscribe, so when I post these plays, you get it. And share, make everybody else eat. Don't just eat by yourself. That's the whole point I'm doing the show. So everybody can eat with me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, sharing is caring. Let's get this bread. Quick recap. NHL, Islanders, under in the Jets game. NBA, over in the Clippers game. Houston Rockets to take care of business. That is the play of the day in NBA. And the play of the day in NHL is, you already know, the Islanders, and Utah Jazz, minus the 10.5. And Knicks, team total, under 101. I'll be back here tomorrow. Big slate of games tomorrow. I'm gonna have some NCAA basketball for you guys tomorrow as well. For you college foes out there, I'm gonna have some basketball for you guys as well. And you guys know what it is. Thank you guys for watching. And let's cash. I'm out. Peace.